Capricorn, welcome to your hope, sphere, and reality spread. If you check the description box below, it talks about the placements of the cards in this spread. And it mentions the deck being used for those of you who are curious. So here we go. Here's reality. Oh boy. Capricorn. I love it. This is very Capricornian energy. Is that a word? Capricornian? It's a word now. I made it one. So Capricorns, you are looking to juggle your resources properly in order to bring all of your dreams into full fruition. Which is exactly how a Capricorn feels every day that they wake up and every day before they go to bed. You're comfortable in the dance of change right now. There are things fluctuating in your life, but at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, I might be tired. I might be juggling all of these different things, but I know it's going to pay out. So you are just hoping to keep everything juggling until you get to that payout point. Your fear. Your fear is that you are your own worst enemy, and that if you're planning everything, and Capricorns are always very calculated, you've learned the lesson once or twice that if you plan everything to a T and then something doesn't happen, you don't get an outcome that's what you expected, that you tend to internalize that and blame yourself. But sometimes it's not your fault, okay? You have to understand that. So if you're blaming yourself because everything didn't happen the way you want, what I'm going to say is stop being such a control freak, because there are other things at play in the situation. If this is a financial thing, you have to consider the economy, you have to consider the market, and you have to consider all of those sorts of things. If this is about a personal relationship, you have to consider what the other person is going through. And not only that, but also the environment that you're in. Environment plays a lot on personal relationships, and people tend to forget that. Sometimes you just have to adjust your environment a little bit in order to make something better. So yeah, your fear is that if you fall a little bit off kilter, then things just won't work out. But you're placing that fear on yourself. You're also fearing that or you've learned the lesson in the past, that if you make everything too specific, if you narrow your target too much, then at some point you'll run out of choices in order to continue to move forward with that. If something blocks your way, then you're all the way back at the beginning. You've done that in the past. It seems like you have to widen your target a little bit and just kind of, I don't want to say plan for the unexpected, but leave room for margins of error. Understand that there will be setbacks that you'll have to overcome. And your fear is that when you get stuck with these, setbacks, that you'll turn around and you'll blame yourself again. So in order to quell your fears, I would say also look at the environment, okay? Because, you're hoping to just keep this juggling thing going. But if you narrow that target way too much, then at some point you're going to have to stop juggling. And that's not what you want. The reality of the situation is that you are able to picture what it is that you want. You see your dream very clearly. But the environment that you're in does kind of diminish the potential of that happening. So the reality is, this thing that you're working with is a juggling process. This thing that you're working with is an uphill battle. And all the good rewards, and I know Capricorns know this better than anybody, but all the good rewards that you get in life were not just handed to you. You know what I mean? When you really have something, when you really earn something, once you're done climbing that mountain, you really appreciate what it was for. Capricorns are very, very appreciative of the things that they have because they work very hard for them. That goes for a lot of the population, but Capricorns especially. You guys are aware of the work you're putting into it when you're putting into it. So when you get that reward out of it, you really understand it. Yeah, see, you have the Page of Pentacles in the inverse. The Page of Pentacles believes that everything is going to come to them pretty easily. They have this one resource and they have this one dream and they're like, okay, I'm going to make this happen. This is in the inverse. You're done thinking that this is an easy task. You've graduated to the Knight of Pentacles, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is a changing energy, but it's a slow changing energy. The Knight, a lot of people say the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that finishes the race, you know, actually makes it past the finish point, because they plan and they understand and they move slowly enough that they can deal with everything else that comes in. So yeah, take the lesson from the Knight here and know that this is a long journey. This is an uphill battle, and that you really do have what it takes to deal with these unexpected situations that come up. You know it's a juggling process, and you're hoping to work your way through it. So don't lose sight. Just don't lose sight of the goal, and keep moving forward, even when you get those setbacks. So Capricorn, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good today, and I will see you next time.